The night passenger. There is a rule about night routes that is never written in any schedule. If after midnight the bus becomes too quiet, it means you're no longer alone. Andrea had been working as the night driver of bus Route 47 for 7 years. The route was simple: a residential district, industrial zone, old part of town, depot. After midnight, there were usually very few passengers, drunk, exhausted, silent. He liked night shifts. Fewer people meant fewer problems. That night was cold. The windshield was covered with a thin layer of frost. The engine ran smoothly, and the radio hissed quietly. The first few trips passed as usual. By 12:47 a.m., no one was left on the bus. Andrew checked the rearview mirror. Empty. He smiled to himself. Perfect, he muttered. The bus pulled up to the old hospital stop. A bad place. It always smelled of mold, and the streetlights flickered as if they were about to go out. The doors opened. Someone got on. Andrew didn't hear footsteps, only the familiar sound of the ticket validator. Beep. He glanced at the mirror automatically. A man was sitting in the back row, almost completely swallowed by darkness. Dark clothes. Hood up. No face visible. Got a ticket? Andrew asked. Silence. All right. Andrew shrugged and drove on. A few minutes passed. The bus moved through empty streets, and the silence felt unnaturally heavy. Andrew looked into the mirror again. The passenger hadn't moved, not even slightly. At the third stop, Andrew pulled over and stepped outside for a cigarette. Out of habit, he decided to check the security cameras. He got back in and turned on the small monitor. Front seats empty, middle empty, back empty. Andrew frowned. What the hell? He turned around sharply. The passenger was still there. Cold sweat slid down his spine. Andrew looked back at the monitor. Empty. At the next stop, Andrew didn't open the doors, nor at the one after that. Suddenly, he heard a quiet creak of a seat behind him. Slowly, he raised his eyes. The passenger was now sitting one row closer. Listen. Andrew swallowed hard. Where are you going? No answer. The air inside the bus became thick, as if the bus wasn't moving through streets anymore, but through water. On the monitor, nothing. Then the validator beeped again, even though the passenger hadn't moved. The next night, Andrew was back on Route 47. He told himself it had been exhaustion. Hallucinations. 12:47 a.m. Old hospital stop. The doors opened. Beep. The same silhouette. The same hood. The same seat. No, Andrei Guisberth. He didn't want to look in the mirror, but he did. His heart dropped. The passenger was sitting in the middle of the bus. Andrew pulled over hard and called dispatch. I have a problem. There's someone on the bus. The cameras can't see him. Andrew, the bus is empty. The dispatcher replied calmly. We see the live feed. He's there. Andrew screamed. The line went dead. His phone showed 12:59 a.m. Then the screen lit up. Incoming call. Unknown number. Andrew answered. You weren't supposed to look back, a hoarse voice said. The passenger slowly lifted his head. The face was wrong. Eyes too deep, mouth too wide, skin like it had been stitched together. I've been riding this route for a long time, he whispered. You just never noticed me before. He smiled. Next stop is yours. Andrew jumped out of the moving bus. He rolled across the asphalt, heard the bus screech to a stop, heard the doors open. He ran, far, without looking back. By morning, the bus was found empty. The engine was still running. One ticket had been validated. On the depot recording, the bus enters the yard by itself. The driver's seat, empty. In the back row sits a man. He looks directly into the camera and quietly says, "See you soon. The next route starts shortly."